So we're going to Gallaudet College today for our disabled killers video because I'm noticing a pattern. I'm noticing an interesting pattern. We are on number 5 of these killings, and only 2 out of 5 have not been deaf. I'm not trying to say anything bad about deaf people. I'm just pointing out a pattern. Why are we seeing so many deaf people killing people? I don't understand. So today we are going to Gallaudet to talk about Joseph Mesa Jr. of Washington, D.C. He was charged with a total of 15 charges that were including robbery, but the 2 charges that we're going to talk about in particular are the deaths of his college student mates, Ben Farner and Eric Plunkett. Not related to Mr. Plinkett, but no, anyway. Eric Plunkett and Ben Farner were both also attendees of Gallaudet College. Ben Farner was stabbed to death, and Eric Plunkett was beaten to death in their rooms, in their dorm rooms. And the motive was robbery. He even cashed a check belonging to Ben Farner and used Eric Plunkett's debit card several times before he was caught. And there just seems to just be no motive other than robbery. Most of his charges were robbery, and then the two murders he committed were robbery. And I couldn't really find any in-depth interviews or anything like I did with the others. He did receive life in prison, so we didn't have any, the poor deaf man, he couldn't have done this scenario. He got life. There was actually another person charged in the death of Eric Plunkett, but luckily he was cleared of all charges once they found the blood-stained shoes and clothes in Mr. there in the defendant's room. I just completely blanked on his name for some reason. Joseph Mesa, that's it. They found the blood-stained clothes and shoes in Joseph Mesa's room and cleared the other teenager. But yeah, this is starting to make me wonder, why are so many of the disabled killers that I'm coming across deaf? Is it because they feel isolated? Is it because they're not being properly socialized? Is it because they're being ostracized by their family? Is it because they're angry? Like, what is it that is showing me this statistic of 3 out of 5 deaf killers or disabled killers being deaf? And I'm wondering, as we go on through the month of July, how many more we're going to see with the disability of deafness being murderers. It's just something that I'd like to think about. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think is the reason why we're starting to see a more uptake in this series of deaf killers over anything else. Let me know, and let me know what your predictions are. What do you think we're going to see by the end of July? Are we going to see the majority of this be deaf people, or are we going to see some other disability take over? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.